Letters Entertainment. The scope of business of Letters Entertainment covers various game platforms such as PC games, console, arcade, PSP, mobile, and broad game. I think me and Jerry looked at. I think it's supposed to be board games, not broad games.
Broad games. Just broad. Any game that can be described as broad, they're doing
it. Yeah. Though anomalous objects produced by an organization usually contain no maliciousness towards human beings, serious consequences can be caused due to anomalous game-making ideas and properties of Letters Entertainment. The anomalous objects of an organization could improve containment very efficiently in specific cases. Therefore, the proposal of purchasing products of Letters Entertainment for MTF service has been submitted for consideration. There are multiple game studios with partly different game ideas. Despite these differences, the common trait of the products of Letters Entertainment is that they could affect the reality in some degree. The current recovering intelligences indicate that different studios don't share harmonious relationship, and vicious competitions among the studios have been discovered. Why did they use the dark orange? I hate on this blue. I hate that. Like, I like everything else, but the dark orange, no, that doesn't fit.
I would like to comment. They had a perfectly good pale golden yellow right there.
Yeah.
It's like a cream orange yellow. It's very nice. It would show up very well on the slate blue.
Yeah.
It's like the person who made this this page went to a fucking graphic design class, listened to everything very diligently, came out with high marks, and then decided to do the exact opposite.
Actually feels
when
more
they
like
up doing
they
this.
decided to put a 1990s flair on it. A lot of websites from the 1990s were kind of like this, only a lot more animations.
Yeah. Anyways. Alright, so their main quotes right here: games change lives. Please bear in mind the concept and create games of higher quality every day. Broad, CEO of Letters Entertainment. Oh, we get history, currently known major studios, and non-studios overview, which is probably other groups of interest. Thoughts. Alright, establishment of Letters Entertainment. Letters Entertainment was founded in an unknown anomalous location in 1982. At first, Letters Entertainment was not a single company, but instead an alliance of several anomalous studios. They shared technologies but did not interfere with each other's productions. The games produced at this time were mostly oriented towards anomalous communities, therefore much anomalous technology was used. As the alliance expanded, some studios that possessed anomalous technologies or information about anomalous communities attempted to join, causing internal chaos for the whole alliance. The alliance had undergone reorganization and reformed with the help of bread. With the help of bread?
Just bread?
The consultant of the alliance and people in charge of studios. Wait, I wonder if it's supposed to be broad right here, because that's the name of the CEO. They put it as bread.
Let me try to read it.
Huh?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be broad, but it's kind of funny it's up with bread.
Maybe broad is secretly a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Maybe Broad is secretly Peter Kropotnik, the author of. My brain just died.
That's a perfect game.
Why did I forget the theory book that Peter Kropotkin?
I don't know.
Conquest of Bread. There we go.
Anyways. And people in charge of studios finally forming the Letters Entertainment we see today. The company had preserved the characteristic of not interfering much with individual studios, and established different departments for the sake of easier communications between studios and other anomalous groups. Structures structure of the headquarters. Several departments are directly under the headquarters for overall management and coordination of the studios. Management department, responsible for following up with the latest trend of each individual studio and coordinating between them. Generally speaking, the management department will not interfere or obstruct projects of the studios unless they threaten the company's overall interest. At the same time, the management department will review individual studios' performances, but the main standard of judgment are the degree of effect on reality and their reputation. The studios will, with excellent performance each season, are given rewards by the headquarters. I can't tell if this sounds like a good management department or not.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Technological department, responsible for providing technical support for individual studios, whether they are common technologies or anomalous technologies. When new studios join Learners Entertainment, the technological department will provide training for their employees. Marketing department. The marketing department consists of product marketing section, the market development section, an advertisement section, and an aftermarket support section. They mainly provide market research information for individual studios and are in charge of contacts with external organizations such as OB Media.
Wait, what?
And Marshall Carter at Dark.
Oh, jeez! Those two before going into etc., etc. Who else do they deal with? Various mafioso?
Okay, so I'm slightly surprised at OB Media, but Marshall Carter and Dark I understand because they openly accept anomalies from multiple different organizations to sell. That's not a surprise, but OB Media is.
Are you really surprised about OB Media?
Kind of. Anyways. Due to the independence of individual studios during the project development process, the marketing department has limited ability for internal interference. Contacting work is not necessarily all carried out by the marketing department, as some studios also have the ability to get in contact with external organizations. Financial department, responsible for the internal and financial management of the company. For games released by the studios, and the headquarters will draw on lesser part of the interest. If the studio needs capital for project development, the headquarters will provide help aftermarket research. Development department. In principle, the headquarters is not responsible for development of the games themselves. Therefore, the development department is generally responsible for the gaming-related services such as platforms, engines, etc. Human Resources Department. I'll find it funny if they say they don't do anything. Responsible for the inter-studio human resources allocation, and handles the acquisition or joining of new studios, usually does not question internal human resources within individual studios. Overview studios. Currently, there are redacted studios under Learners Entertainment all over the world. In most locations, due to the unrestrained atmosphere of work, some independent studios attempted joining Learners Entertainment for different studios having their own special modus operandi. There are conflicts between some studios that may escalate into destructive competitions. The headquarters sometimes also acquire studios if they do not possess anomalous technologies. The technological department will provide training for them after they join. Alright. Oh my god. I read a little ahead. Distribution channels for games. The distribution of non-anomalous games. Individual studios do not only release anomalous games. Many of the members of Letters Entertainment have been practitioners of the gaming industry before coming into contact with the anomalous world. For Letters Entertainment is a solution to its channels of distribution problems. Some of the studios have been making non-anomalous games to sustain operation. On the other hand, most of the studios regard this shameful and refuse to put their logos in the game, even if they have created the anomalous games. Plants vs. Zombies is a classic example of these kind of games. The PP studio had used PopCap as cover organization to release the game.
Okay.
Marketing with nexuses. Nexuses are anomalous communities spread all over the world, but because relationships between different nexuses are extremely loose, the Characteristics of their cultures are diverse, and their populations are low. Localization of Letters entertainment products is difficult to carry out. Racing under disguises. After Letters has possessed the technologies to add anti-memes to its games, a portion of their games are starting to be distributed through normal channels. The testers' memories about the anomalous part are weakened, such as some anomalous games can make it through. Often new releases of Letters Entertainment will appear on the front page of Steam and other multi-streaming gaming media, and removed without notice for a while. Some studios have an initial aim of cashing in and leave, and the Foundation will take care of the aftermarket support, compared to filtering the game out before they hit the store shelves. The recovering of the anti-memetic games and disguises their information will be more economical. Another portion of studios may take anomalies as another kind of technology, but not knowing the existence of the organization like the Foundation, as they've just joined Letters Entertainment, they are even a minor portion of studios releasing anomalous games just to contact the Foundation. Releasing through the anomalous organizations, games produced by Letters Entertainment can also be entered into the market through other anomalous groups, such as the undercover sales through Martial Color and Dark, extraterrestrial sales through OB Media, or data level sales through the Church of Maxwellism. Wait, what? What?
I keep wondering if we should or shouldn't be worried about this group.
I don't know. In some cases, these anomalous groups can even help Nurse Entertainment bypass inspection by the Foundation. Developing their independent platform. Development department seem to have an ongoing project of Letters Games exclusive release platform, but not much information is known on this. After all, they would also hope to find a channel release that does not depend on other organization, and the best way is to make one themselves. Relationship with the Foundation. Letters Entertainment has quite the subtle relationship with the Foundation. As the manufacturer of anomalies, Letters Entertainment and the Foundation should have been rivals. However, the number of studios cooperating with the Foundation is hard to be determined, as snitches are to be treasured.
Oh.
In most places within the Foundation, we can see traces of Letters technology. From the recreation room to the weapon development workshop, there are little things that uses their tech.
I have a feeling it's not supposed to say snitches are to be treasured. Probably trashed or something.
Well, they could be referring as snitches where they tell stuff that's at the Foundation to Letters Entertainment. Like technology the Foundation has that Letter Entertainment doesn't.
Besides that, I'd seriously be confused if the translation just completely botched that to the point that a word that means something bad gets turned into treasures.
Yeah. At the same time, most studios do not know of the Foundation's existence, only finding out that their games are removed from different platforms by its front companies. Although there were clashes with some of the studios, until now the Foundation has not attacked Letters itself. Studios usually do not intentionally release a game onto the human market that harms people all over the world, if only because that would be unprofitable. This made actions against Letters by the Foundation much easier. Connections with other anomalous groups. As mentioned above, Letters Entertainment needed to find other organizations to expand their game releasing channels. Therefore, they kept good relationship with OB Media, Martial Color and Dark, etc. Advertisements of these organizations can also be found in some games produced by Letters Entertainment. At the same time, outsources are also accepted by some studios, and these outsources are not limited to games only. For example, the SS Work and MM Studios had made chips for Anderson's robotics on androids and animals. Employees of Letters Entertainment may also come from other anomalous groups such as Are We Cool Yet? Alright, so this is basically some groups. in Letters
Some of the
Entertainment.
studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AA Studio, full name Area and Air Studio, mainly produces leisure smartphone games on iOS and Android platforms, puts a lot of stress on structure of spaces and buildings. Usually they are great replicas of scenes of reality, weak in plots and character conversations, have a history of cooperation with OB Media, non-hostile towards Foundation and its front companies, thinking of them more like overly harsh reviewers, since none have noticed the Foundation itself. Not very closely connected with the headquarters and has a long history of grievance with FF Studio. And what was crossed out is employees are mostly female. So, as work producers, full name Shadow Stream Work Producers, running a massive online hackery game, Hacker Darknet, and a small portion of employees producing smartphone console games currently stopped operation due to Noki Yona's disappearance. Keen on creating online games with effects on reality, expert in
Who's
developing.
Nogayona?
I don't know.
Okay.
In developing neural network AIs so as to reduce the stress on programmers due to updating the games constantly. It is known that all games that produce have a certain degree of hostility towards human. Okay. So these go to OB Media. Got it. Extremely high income but extremely low reputation, has been criticized by other studios constantly, knew of the existence of the Foundation, and have committed actual attacks of assault towards it.
Oh!
The person in charge, Goinyona, has gone missing in September 2018, currently uncertain whether dead or alive. October the same year, the studio is incorporated in the development department of the headquarters, stopped producing games, and started developing anti-cheat and AI systems instead. It's probably for the best. Oh my gosh, I found Bookworm Studio!
Hopefully it's less evil than the shadow one.
Alright. Anyways, well, the one above it, I Studio, full name Innovation Imagination Studio. All producers are also gamers themselves, having the belief of creating what gamers really need. Good at producing games on the PC platform, most productions are most hardcore and do not deliberately cause damage to users. Consistently release productions of 2A level. Due to their persistence on players' priority, the way that most updates and DLCs are released free of charge leads to unnoticeable overall profit. Looking down upon the money first policy of Studio, adding to it the conflicts due to different concepts of productions, causing them to plan to job hop to SCP Company. That probably goes to the Foundation. No, nothing of the true Foundation have left letters to establish their own company, according to some documents. Right, Bookworm Studio. Full name Bookworm Studio. Bookworm may imply to Warner's Library. The studio seems to have no interest on anything other than producing games, always creates exquisite games sincerely and nearly causes no damage on human. The studio does not have much income, most likely in a difficult situation. Possible that they are a group of anomalous individuals that really have a deep love for the gaming industry, has some understanding for the Foundation, but does not leak the information to other studios so as to protect their own interests. So it's unknown if it's connection to the Wonders Library.
But they're literally the nicest one.
Yes. FF Studio, full name Funny and Forever Studio. Usually create minigames sold at cheap prices, not released on platforms other than PC. Their games focus on playing challenges and allows players to socialize, such as creating and sharing game maps, cooperating with the game, etc. Although their games are designed not to injure the players themselves, but some parts in the games require hurting other humans, therefore their intents are uncertain. Okay. Mainly hostile towards A&A Studio, on the other hand, they maintain good relationships with Bookworm Studio and I Studio. Wait a minute. Has very little knowledge about the Foundation, perhaps have a middle or low level income compared Among Letters Entertainment, first studio to be discovered by the Foundation. CC Studio. Full name Chess and Card Studio. Mainly produces board games. Games usually not harmful to human. Known production, all releases in small quantities, likely experiencing a financial crisis. Uncertain about its degree of knowledge of the Foundation, and they are also marginalized within Letters Entertainment. No one in person in charge is Yon K, suspected to be the parallel universal copy of Redacted K. Assistant workers have shown that it is possibly located in Hongqing, as in a partnership with the St. Christina College.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I have to go give my
okay,
mom a rub.
okay.
I'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. And okay. And I'll preemptively say that based upon everything we've seen from this, I'd put this group into probably true neutral.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair.
So yeah, I'll be back in a half hour or so.
All right.
gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read the rest of the groups to see if they get any worse or better. But yeah. Alright. M&M Studio, registered full name, Money and Masturbation Studio, but its members seem to not care about their actual name, often use other words to explain M&M.
And I should also clarify, I'm completely fine with y'all completely moving on without me until I get
Ah, right. I
even once you've finished this one, you can move on to the next one. I don't care.
gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Their products are not limited by carriers, with though arbitrary and wayward, but exquisite products of high price and high quality worthy of it. Having extreme beliefs that some people are damned. This is incorporated in their products, therefore their productions generally have higher risks. There are even speculations that their intent is to adjudge them. Behaviors have characteristics of Are We Cool Yet? Their connections to Are We Cool Yet are unknown. Only maintaining the cooperation, providing products for one side and the other selling them with the headquarters, disdain to have connections with other studios, and even speak of them negatively publicly. Yeah, what I'm basically saying so far with each group, some are good, some are bad. So I kind of agreed it's kind of like true neutral with Foundation.
I agree.
But I still want to see the rest of the groups.
Fair.
It's good that we're not putting these on the tier list.
Yeah, since it's all under one studio. Well, it's all under one group, even if it's multiple studios.
Yeah. Anyways, R&R Studio, full name Reality Rebuilder Studio, mainly focuses on development of RPGs. Released large quantities of anomalous games. The group exists on a large scale, but over 80% of the employees know nothing of anomalies, only working as normal game developers. The core of the group has cutting-edge technology of electronic thaumaturgy, putting their efforts in achieving a goal of letting players live the game happily, but it means have potential dangers. Once causing a minor reality alteration with CN795 and the Yangtze River Delta region. Oh no.
Oh.
Details in this accident report. An accident CM09002-3. Core members of Reality Rebuilder Studios have determined as dead. The reorganization of normal development employees is being worked on. So basically, their game that they made, that the fact that this anomaly killed them all. Damn.
Goodness. Planes?
Planes Studio. Early missions are to provide technological outsourcing services of Letters Entertainment, now developing electronic games. and gaming equipment independently. Its productions often denies almost all instinct and usual practice for game designs, relying on large amounts of details, unique perspective, and rare ideas to make up for flaws such as inhumanity and lots of bugs. Most of the investments for the studio's first production did not actually come from the gaming industry, but shared economy instead, as the gaming industry were not optimistic on the rule-breaking game project. Other than maintaining updates for release productions, the Plane Studio has an unchanging operating belief of always putting most of their profit and effort into development of their next generation of productions. It has mature cross-universal teleporting technology and a group of programmers that codes even when sleepwalking. Therefore, as a technological company, the Plane Studio is known for its severity, but as a game studio, it is notorious of its irresponsibility, as games has a lot of bugs. Furthermore, it never considered about the chaos its games may cause with parallel universes.
Oh.
Oh damn. 2B Studio. Full name Battle and Bio Studio. Develops physical games related to living creatures, which usually are expensive with advanced biotech, and will provide additional services such as self-repair and strengthening the physique. Game rules are usually simple. The games do not cause permanent damage to a player's body, but most games have effects directly on the player's bodies, hence requiring a strong will to continue playing. There has been collaboration with different governments or non-governmental organizations in the area of biological research, holding some patents related to biology and nanobots. Seem to not have any contacts with other studios, the most mysterious of all studios. Have some understandings on Foundation and have applied for cooperation with the Foundation but rejected due to security reasons. Its members seems to not care that the studio's initials may be misunderstood. The income from games are ranked low among the studios, but main profit comes from cooperation projects. Therefore, the total income is at a high level. Person in charge is non-Huan Ben. ONF Studio. Last one. Full name Observer in 5 Studio. Suddenly appeared on the studio list within the management department with their related information out of nowhere, with no one knowing where the studio came from, nor finding any of its members. According to the information they have, only produced a management simulation game that was released on the Steam platform, but they are not a simple proof that their game had existed. It's suspected that their relations with the Foundation due to its full name, but the suspicion cannot be verified due to security reasons. There's a comment on the remarks of the information saying the worlds joined forces through a game to open the gates leading to the future. I have left this comment here so as to create a monument of the unknown history of the future. It is believed to be left by one who has also left information on ONF Studio. 2300. Overture of 4K Foundation 5. Oh, it's a story. Yeah. So anyways, we're putting in true neutral, right?
Yeah.